Hey everybody, welcome to Weekend Wrap, our look back at a wild and wacky MLS weekend. Jonah Friedman here with Dan Hayek. And Dan, some of the teams got the all-star bump, some did not, but there was some great action. Let's look back at three of the top ones. We will start with number 3, Sporting Kansas City hosting the Columbus Crew.
Yeah, it was a win for Columbus on the road, a big 3 points for them, catapults them closer to the playoff places. But the story here was Jairo Arrieta, who scored 2 goals in come-from-behind fashion. Kai Kamara had given Sporting the lead in the 8th minute, heading home a goal from about 12 yards out. Really the one little error we saw from Grunewald all day, who was exceptional other than being kind of caught flat-footed on the goal. But it really was the Jairo Arrieta show the rest of the first half. He scored 2 goals, the first one a nice finish with his left, and the second really capitalizing on a Graham Zusi error. Zusi put it right on his chest. Arrieta spun and fired a nice finish from 25 yards out. In the second half, Sporting KC really had some good chances to come back and at least equalize, if not take the lead. But Teal Bunbury didn't bring his finishing boots. He missed one wide-open putback in the 51st minute and then had a 1v1 chance with Grunewald that he couldn't capitalize, shooting it right at the keeper twice. So in the end, Columbus comes away with the 3 points, moving just 4 points off the 5th place spot in the East. For number 2, we jump ahead to Sunday evening, where the Philadelphia Union hosted the New England Revolution.
Yeah, just 4 days after the All-Star game, and there were more fireworks at PPL Park. We talked about how this is basically a battle between two teams who are on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. They played like they really wanted to get back into it. The Revs are winless against Philadelphia in this short rivalry, and at the beginning it looked like they were going to reverse that. Sayer Sen getting an awesome goal in about the 11th minute with a knuckling, curving ball that Zach McMath could not get a hand on except to punch it into the upper 90. Coming out of halftime, Revs probably thought they were hard done by a handball that did not get called. Shannon Williams getting a fist on another shot by Sayer Sen, and it could have been 2-0 Revs at that point, but at that point, the home team started getting back into it. Around the hour mark, Jack McInerney getting dragged down by Kevin Alston. A question of whether it was inside the box or not, but whistled to the spot. Freddie Adu back in the lineup, converting the penalty. The game is all even. New England still pushing and really pushing towards the end. Shalry Joseph just missing a chip. Benny Feilhaber just missing a drive. But in the end, right about the 90th minute, Jack McInerney heading in the winning goal just past Matt Reese and doing a Lambeau leap into the stands. The Philadelphia Union are still undefeated against New England, and they are pushing closer to that playoff picture. It's now 4 wins and 5 for Philly, really reborn under John Hackworth. It's getting a little worse for New England. They've only won once in their last 8 games. And number 1, we don't have our Stephen Lenhart wigs here in the office. I wish we did. It was a crazy one at Buckshaw Stadium.
Yeah, it's not often that a 1-1 is the best game of the round, but this is one of the best games of the month. And really because of the performance of Sean Johnson. He came up with 10 saves. 5 of them could be in the discussion for Save of the Week. He stoned Simon Dawkins alone 5 times. And it looked like Chris Rolfe's goal in the first half was going to hold up as the winner, but it wasn't meant to be. Quakes never say die. And in the 98th minute, on Lenhart Wig Night, who else but Stephen Lenhart puts away the equalizer, then runs over to the sideline, grabs one of his wigs, puts it on, and celebrates running down the sideline with one of his wigs on. So unfortunate for Sean Johnson not to get the clean sheet in this one. It's just 1 point for the Earthquakes, but another point that they earn late in a game. So they're still in first place, 2 points up on RSL.
Let's take a look at our performances of the weekend. As we said, 10 big saves for Sean Johnson in that draw at San Jose. Midfielder Felipe from Montreal getting 3 assists in a big win over New York. And Jairo Arrieta, the Costa Rican newcomer for the Columbus Crew, with opening his MLS account with 2 goals in a big upset of Sporting Kansas City.
Yeah, as I already mentioned, Sean Johnson, an incredible performance here. Really robbed of the Player of the Week honors, I think, because of that Lenhart goal. Had he kept the clean sheet, those honors are his. Jairo Arrieta did walk away with the Player of the Week honors, scoring 2 goals in an important road win, so you can understand it there. And Felipe just bossed the midfield against New York. He was everywhere and contributed on all 3 goals, 3 assists on the game. He's up to 8 now, which is a great total for a guy in his first season in MLS.
And let's not forget some honorable mentions for Jairo Arrieta's Columbus Crew teammate Andy Granabaum, still that all-star snub with another fine performance with 5 saves at Sporting Kansas City. Eddie Johnson just cannot stop scoring with a goal and an assist in a win at Colorado. And Robbie Keane, he didn't get on the score sheet, but man, he drove the Dallas defense crazy. Let's take a look at the standings now. It's been flip-flopping all season in the East, but New York still remain on top with 38 points. But look at Houston closing fast in second place now with 37 points. They are now even with Sporting Kansas City. DC and Chicago rounding out the playoff picture. And as we said, the Columbus Crew, they are only 4 points back of that playoff zone with 2 points in hand over most of the Eastern leaders. Out west, San Jose still on top of the conference with 44 points. Real Salt Lake have closed to within 2 with their victory on Friday over Vancouver. Seattle and Vancouver still tied for 3rd right now, and LA hard charging in 5th place. That'll do it for us. Make sure you check back at the end of the week. There's action all week. There's Champions League. We got a lot going on. Enjoy the week.